Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 Episode 19, The Part 1 of the Tell-All. And oh my goodness, this Tell-All, it was a little boring, my opinion, until they got to Gina and Jasmine. But we'll get to Gina and Jasmine in a minute. So yeah, so it's the ultimate tell-all event. Host Sean Robertson, always keeping it classy. I love her. I don't know why people hate her. She is amazing. I admire her. I look up to her. She is the perfect person for this job, and she keeps it classy. She asks the tough questions. Some of the questions are not even hers. Some of them are producer asked that she has to read off of and everything. But nonetheless, she keeps it classy. So shout out to Sean Robertson, the host of 90 Day Fiancé. Love you. Love you, dear. So it's the tell-all. So, like, all the couples are brought into New York to tell-all. And, yeah, everybody comes in. Nikki comes in with this, like, Barbie dress on. She actually looked pretty good in it. I ain't gonna lie. She looked really good in it. Then Rob and Sophie came in, Ashley and Manuel came in, Gina and Jasmine came in. When Gina and Jasmine came in and Ashley and Manuel, Ashley, because Ashley's a witch, she saged the whole room for some positive energy. When they got on stage, Sean asked her to like play her cards and stuff and like do her little card reading, and she was basically saying, questions are going to be asked, uncomfortableness, things are upside down, whatever. People are going to be feeling, some are going to be happy after this, some are going to be sad after leaving here today. So basically the happily ever after couples came in first. Gina, Rob and Sophie, Ashley and Manuel, Gina and Jasmine. And then everybody else came in. We had Sam and Citra came in. Sam is at the tell-all, so I mean we don't have an update yet. We'll find out next week about his legal issues. But they did announce that Citra is pregnant. So congratulations to Citra, she's pregnant. And then came in Nick and Devin and Clayton and Annalie and Nikki and stuff. So they go to set, and, Sean says hi to everybody. Nikki revealed that she went to Moldova again a couple weeks ago to see Justin, a.k.a. Igor. And they thought they were back together, but then I guess he said that he's not trans attracted and stuff. But he was saying some disgusting things during his tell-all, and I'll get to it in a minute. So we kicked off the tell-all. We started with Rob and Sophie. So Rob and Sophie, last week, they got married. And after they got married, now, I found out something, according to Rob's Instagram. Rob and Sophie got married back in October of 2022. And we are in March of 2024. So their 90 days was in 2022. We were still we were just like wrapping up airing season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé when they were being filmed. Like, I'm just like, come on. There is a lot of time between filming and time after that and from the time it airs. And I'll say, but yeah, Rob and Sophie actually got married back in 2022. So nonetheless, they moved out of that crappy apartment that Rob was living in. They moved from LA to Austin, Texas. Rob apparently has a better job now. They still got some issues, but it's not as bad as it was. So they kicked with Rob and Sophie. They talked about back when Rob online cheated. He remember back early in the season, Sophie caught Rob online cheat. Well, there were girls in his DMs like sending him like provocative pictures and videos, and he was entertaining them. He never met up with them, but he was entertaining them. And Sophie got mad, and they brought that up and stuff, and nothing nothing has happened since. So they got through that, but then all of a sudden they brought Sophie's mom out on the screen, Claire. Now, Rob and Claire, we know they've been battling all season. And like, she just came in a full attack mode again. Like she still don't think he's good enough for Sophie. They're like, man, well, why didn't he get this? Why was he living in that apartment before she came here? Why didn't he get it straightened out? He's too busy playing a video game and all that and everything. And Rob just done lost it. He's like, you need to respect me as I'm supposed to respect you. And Sophie, she's stuck in the middle of it. Sophie is not like Rob feels like, they finally fixed like the issue, and he feels like that he needs to that they need to give him a little bit more credit now and stuff, instead that they're bringing on past things that they finally worked on and stuff. And I agree with, throughout the season I wasn't a fan of Rob, but I'm definitely not a fan of Sophie's mother, because yeah, she came out really mean. She was calling him names, calling Rob the knob and stuff and everything. And so Rob and Sophie basically just like after they talked, like just had like a discussion about like, like you need to treat me a little bit nicer and stuff. Like Sophie wants to go on dates, which okay, I understand that. She wants to feel more comfortable since she moved here from a different country and stuff. And I get that. So I mean, they need to work on a little bit more sensitivity when it comes to things like that. But I don't think Sophie's mom should be attacking Rob the way she was. It was just like I felt his pain on that. So after they took her off the screen, they go in for a break. The whole cast was like questioning them and stuff, and telling them like, Rob, chill out, but Sophie, like like your mom shouldn't be attacking him and all that. So yeah, it was a mess, but again, their journey will continue on happily ever after. So we'll see how things get cleared up with that. So that was Rob and Sophie. Next couple they talked to is Ashley and Manuel. So they're still having communication issues, and the big thing was like they use sex to talk about their problems, and they showed the scene when Ashley and Manuel were at that cafe and went into the all gender bathroom after an argument to get it on and stuff. And so Ashley's mom and sister comes out, and Ashley's mom said that the big topic with that was Manuel did not tell his kids that he was leaving for America to be with Ashley. He said that he told his kids that he was going to America, but not to marry Ashley. They said he was going for work when he wasn't. Ashley's mom had like threw a fit and said that she don't trust him and doesn't even want to have grandkids don't want to be a grandparent from them, because like she just don't feel they trust. And she told Ashley, like, Ashley, you're not innocent in all this too. You're at fault too, like for like allowing this to go on and like not communicating. And she's like, instead of having sex, why don't you talk about like the roles that you guys are supposed to make and stuff and everything. And there's still, I guess there's also some like money that's being sent back to Ecuador to his family. And I guess like we found out that his mom has been sending money to his family. Well, I guess how it came out that his mom was sending money to his family, but no, she was giving money to Ashley, and Ashley was sending the money to his family. But still, so that topic, like so there was some conflict there. But it wasn't until Jasmine said this to Ashley's mom and made Ashley's mom really think about it and like apologize. Jasmine made this really clear. Jasmine said, in Latin America, it is all poverty. We're in third world countries, and when we get a meal, that's a privilege for us. And Ashley's mom was just like, wow, I never looked at it that way. And she apologized like for everything she just said and everything. And, Manuel accepted the apology. He said, you gotta love her. I love her as my mother-in-law and stuff, and gave her a hug. But you know what? And I want to go off of Jasmine's point here. Now, I've talked to many girls in Latin America over the years. I've talked to a lot of girls, a lot of foreign girls, like in the past and stuff. And the number one deal breaker for me when you're talking online, because you got to be careful. A lot of girls do ask for money, and I would say the same thing. They either want money for food or they want money for the recharge their cell phone and stuff. And no, I don't normally. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I sent money before, but I'm hesitant to do that because one, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to date this. Like, I'm on a dating site. I'm not trying to just. If you're asking me for money already, then you got to go. And that's my mindset. I'm like, and they explained their situation, and I believe their situation, but I just, if you're gonna date somebody, I wouldn't be doing like. I remember talking to this girl who got on a dating site, and she was blunt honest. She was like, "I'm only on here to get money, to get help and stuff." I'm like, "Well, this ain't the place for that." And she was like, "It is definitely the place for that." And I was like, "Okay, well, I gotta report you for this, but I appreciate your honesty, but I'm gonna report you because I mean, you're not. I'm not. Romance scams are just terrible. I can't stand romance scams, but but I digress. But what Jasmine said, like I do believe. I do believe, and it made me open my eyes and have a little bit more perspective. It's just the way some people go about it to get it. It's what I don't agree with. So, so yeah. So I'm glad that Ashley's mom like, like, like saw it from a different perspective and like changed her viewpoint on Manuel and Ashley. So. So that was that. So later, so after they got off, I guess they had some viewer questions, and I guess like viewers around like submitted questions for the tell all. And here was an interesting question, and Sean had to ask this. If the question was, who in out of to all the cast members, who would you rather have a kid with? A kid, not sex, but just a kid with in the entire 90-day universe. And all the guys were like, whoa, like that's a dangerous question. We're like, yeah, that's a real dangerous question. So here was the funny part about it. Nikki says like she wants to have a kid with Jasmine. She poured it over to Jasmine. She's like, you know what? Me and Jasmine are good friends. She's beautiful. And Jasmine admitted, she's like, yeah, I like girls. Like, I used to like girls and stuff. I had girlfriends, and yeah, me and Nikki's hot, man. And everybody was just like, wow, okay. And like Justin, aka Igor, and Gino were just like, hey, let them have it. Let them have it and stuff and everything. And now I want to talk about Justin's little comments, like hitting back to Rob and Sophie. When they were talking about Rob's infidelity and the pictures and videos that were sent to him, Justin's nasty self going to say, oh, well, she's not in town. She's not in town, and it's just pure masturbation or whatever. I'm like, first things first, dude, that's disgusting. Secondly, it is online cheating. Okay, maybe he's not having a relationship, but, if they're really, really adamant about that in a relationship, especially when you have a hot girlfriend, you don't do that and you don't condone it. Like, I mean, he just said something like the nastiest things, like, dude, just sit down. Ain't nobody like you right now. So, yeah. But anyway, Nikki and Justin, who else said something? Rob said that he would have a kid with Gino. Rob said he would have a kid with Gino because they like to wear hats and stuff and everything, like cool hats. Now, because remember the question was, who would you rather have a kid with? Not have sex, but have a kid with. That was the question. And then Sam's goofy stuff going to say, I wouldn't mind having a kid with all the ladies here. Okay. Citra didn't get mad, but okay. So, yeah. What else do we have? Nick and Devin, they not Nick and Devin, sorry. We'll get to them next week. Clayton and Annalie, they moved to Oklahoma, and Mom went with them. I don't know if she's living with them. We'll find out next week. But yeah. So now we're going to talk Gina and Jasmine. And, oh, Lordy, Lordy. It's typical Gina and Jasmine stuff. The first question was brought up. Jasmine spent the money that Gina gave her for the wedding dress to get her butt implants. And she was like, and Jasmine's like, I have no regrets doing it. I wish I would just got them. My only regret is not giving them bigger. Typical Jasmine. And then they talked about the ex-boyfriend Dane, that he gave her the remaining $2,000 or whatever. And she was trying to downplay. She's like, I don't have any feelings for Dane. Dane don't have any feelings for me. He's in a happy relationship. I don't even see him as my ex and all that. And Rob actually came to Gina's defense on this one. He's like, yeah, but you talk about this Dane guy so much, but if Gina talked about his ex, like, you would be having a fit. And Gina was like, yeah, and that's what causes all of our arguments. And even it hurts her sex life when she does that, because she says some mean things. She says she wishes that she would have had sex with Dane, like, before they broke up and stuff. Like you don't say that to your husband and stuff and everything. So they talked about that. Then the big topic of discussion was Gina's bachelor party. Now, Jasmine, they kind of did Gina kind of dirty on this one. I kind of felt bad for Jasmine, but they did Gina dirty on this one. So at the beginning of the season, if you guys remember, Gina had a bachelor party right before Jasmine got to America. And when she got to, and at the party, they went to a strip club. And, Jasmine was really adamant about that, like, and stuff. And, he said he went to the strip club, but, nothing happened. He didn't do nothing, whatever. Well, they showed some footage of Gino just really, really enjoying himself at the strip club. They showed some extended footage, like him, like touching the girls and getting the lap dances and girls being topless and stuff and everything, and private dances and stuff. It was like, wow. Like, they kind of did him dirty, because Jasmine had to sit there and watch it, and she's just bawling. She's like, Sean, please turn it off. I can't see no more and everything. And I actually did feel for Jasmine. Now, Gino is sitting there smiling and smirking like it's nothing and stuff. He's like, I didn't do nothing, though, and everything. And then he brought up, well, Jasmine, you had a stripper at your one of your parties when I first came to Panama. She was like, that was a divorce party. I didn't freaking go to a strip club. She started screaming at him, and Caitlin going to be like, maybe she should have used that $2,000 for anger management class. And Jasmine had to tell Clayton to shut the F up and everything. That was funny. So then she starts crying after she sees that video. Then they brought out, on the video screen, they brought out one of the dancers from that bachelor party. Her name was Daisy. And I'm just like, whoa, they called up a stripper. Wow. Dang, they really trying to be messy. They are trying to be messy. So this Daisy girl said, Gina didn't look like he was having fun. He just wanted to spend time with his family. And that's all she said. Jasmine just started having a fit. It's not about the stripper. You were there. And then she starts crying and walks off the set. And that's where we left off. So yeah, that's where we left off. Jasmine walking off. I realized something. This was Jasmine's first time ever walking off. She's dealt with some tough conversations before, but she even said, like, I don't normally walk. I normally confront this, but I can't take this anymore, and just walked off. So yeah, poor Jasmine. So yeah, that was until it got to that point, I felt like this first part was a little boring. Like, with these three couples that they got to, like we're going to be seeing them again. and like, like they could have just hold off, but because I want to see like the other couples and their journeys and what is going on. So yeah, so next week we'll dive more into Sam and Citra, Nick and Devin, Clayton and Annalie, and Nikki and Justin. So yeah, I'm more interested in seeing what's going on with them since these first three we're gonna be seeing again anyway. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I'll be back on sometime tomorrow, maybe even Wednesday, to recap the single life. So we're almost at the end of the single life as well too. Like we get the tell all for the single life will be in a couple weeks. So be ready for that. After the 90-day tell all ends, then the single life tell all will come on and stuff. So it's tell all time. It's the tell all time. So yeah, and I guess I read some of the descriptions for the tell all for the single life. It's going to be going down. It's going to be going down there too. So can't wait for that. So anyway, guys, that is it. Have a nice day, and I'll see y'all again soon. Take care, y'all.